Hey guys, my name's Lauren. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is super special because I'm going to be doing my first collab video and also my first project pan here on YouTube. The name of this project is Finish 9 by New Year's Project Panning Challenge Collab. It was started by Katiemarie here on YouTube. She's super awesome. Once you're done watching this video, make sure you go and check her out. She's kind of the brains behind this whole thing. She reached out on YouTube and Instagram and got all these YouTubers and even Instagrammers together to do this huge project pan collab. I'm going to have everything linked down below, from the community playlist to the hashtag on Instagram where you can check everybody out on there. And I'm also going to link down all of Katiemari's information, her YouTube channel, her Instagram, and even her blog where you can get all the information about the project. I'm a little late coming on to this. The project did start on November 1st. It's going to go into the end of the year, so the last day is going to be December 31st, and the goal is to have everyone get their finale videos up by New Year's Day. Some people will be doing a check-in, which I do plan on doing, which would be on December 1st, so kind of like the halfway point. And the reason I really want to do that is because some of the products I have here, some of them I'm kind of going to be calling a gimme product because there's such a little amount left. I'm pretty confident I'll be able to finish them, so I might just kind of do this as a rolling project pan. So once I finish something, I'm going to probably be adding in a new product that I'm going to try and work on. So once you're finished watching this video, make sure you go and check out everybody else. I'm going to have the community playlist linked down below. I'm sure you're going to find some awesome people that you love and you'll be able to subscribe to. So now let's go ahead and get into the products that I chose. What I kind of did here is I chose my 9 products, but I also kind of am counting 2 products as one because I kind of feel like they go together. And then I also have a few give me products, which I'm kind of taking as there's just such a little amount left that I'm pretty confident I'll be able to finish them before the project is over. Okay, so I'm just going to start going through the products here. You can see I have this bin here. This is just something, I believe this is just probably from the dollar store or Walmart. That I'm just going to keep all my project pan products in here so that I can, easily have them to reach for and make sure that I'm using them. The first product I'm going to talk about here is a blush. This is by Physicians Formula. This is the Argan Wear Ultra Nourishing Argan Oil Blush in the shade Natural. Now, as you can see, I've already hit major pan on this product. I've had this for about 2 years and I just feel like it's time to really focus on using it up and moving it out of my collection. That way I can focus on some of the other more newer products that I have. Also, I'm going to make sure that I'm doing close-up shots of all the products throughout the video or pictures so we can have something to keep track of the progress as we do, I'm probably going to do the halfway point check-in video as well as the finale so we can see the progress from now to 2 months from now to the end of the year. The next product that I want to talk about here is a deluxe sample lipstick. This is the Marc Jacobs lipstick in the shade Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I believe that I originally got this as a birthday gift from Sephora one year, so I've had this for a while because I know this past year was like the Glam Glow set, so it had to at least been the year before that. So I have had this in a project pan before. I have not on YouTube, but just, myself, I've done project pans in the past, and I just have never been able to get through this. So I have a little mark here you can see on the outside of the container that I'm just going to be using to keep track of this. I'll also do a close-up of this. So I think this is a good berry shade for fall, but sometimes like for work or, whatever you're doing or your day-to-day, sometimes I don't like to wear such a bright berry color. So I actually mixed it in with another new product I've been testing out. This is the lipstick by Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Kim KW, which is a very pale pink nude. So I just kind of mix it in with that just so I can make it a little bit more wearable for my personal day-to-day. The next product that I have here is another one that I have attempted to use up in project pans in the past, but there's just so much product in here and I'm just not sure that the color is 100% right for me, which is why it's been so hard for me to use up. But this is the Laura Gellar Baked Balance and Brighten Color Correcting Foundation in the shade Light. So this is a powder foundation. Again, you can see I really hit some pan on it. You can see the waffle pattern under there that holds the product in. So, like I said, this is in the shade Light. I definitely feel like if I were to repurchase this product again, I would get it in the shade Fair. I just feel like it's a little bit too orange for me, but I actually used it today and I just kind of use it as a light setting powder on top of my makeup. So I just went in with, I believe this is the one I used, the e.l.f. Fluffy powder brush to just kind of dust it on and set everything in. I do feel like it has a nice finish to it, and it really locks your foundation, like your cream or liquid foundation down. But a powder foundation just using on its own isn't really my cup of tea, so I'm just going to continue to work through this, just use it as a light setting powder and see where we are in 2 months. The next product that I'm going to be talking about here is a cream highlighter. This is the Smashbox LA Lights Blendable Lip and Cheek color in the shade Hollywood and Highlight. So it's a stick highlighter in a cream form. The reason I wanted to add this into my project pan is because I believe I've had this for at least 2 years. I mean, I still feel like it's good. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't smell weird or anything. The texture hasn't changed, but it's just not something I reach for on a day-to-day basis, so I want to focus on using it in this project pan. Hopefully it'll force me to reach for it more. So I'm going to show you how much is left in here, and it's still a lot. I really don't think I'll be able to get through the whole thing, and I kind of marked it on the cap again like I did with the lipstick, but I would at least like to make some progress on it. And I'll swatch it for you here. It's a really pretty champagne color. I don't know how well you can see that. There you go. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's just this type of highlighter is just not something I reach for on a day-to-day basis. The next product I'm going to talk about is one of my favorites. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Vanilla or Light 2. I really do enjoy this. I think it's an awesome product, and I really like it for covering up blemishes. I think it works really well for that. I think sometimes your typical liquid concealers can kind of slip and slide, but this does a really good job of staying in place and covering up things you want to have covered up. And you can see here, this one, it's really on its last leg here, just a little bit around the edges. But I still feel like you don't need a lot of this, so there still really is a lot of product in here. But I feel like it's just taking up room in my collection now. I have newer things. This is getting kind of old, so I just want to work through it and get it out of here. So now the next product that I have here, this one is fairly new to me, so I'm kind of surprised that I ended up choosing it for the project pan. But this is the Benefit Brow Contour Pro. I have mine in the shade Blonde Light. Now, I really do like this. I haven't had it for very long. I did use it in my engagement photo makeup video, but the issue that I have with this is that I'm already running out of it. So it has 4 shades on here, the light, dark, and then the definer shade and the highlighter shade. So the light shade, which I'm sure you can guess I've already, or was the one I'm using the most, so I've already used it all up. So right now I'm just going to try and focus on getting through it, because I don't want to have a product in my collection where it's like half used up, like the main part of it is already used up. So for right now I'm just going to focus on using the deeper shade. It's not too deep, I can still use it. I used it today. Working on getting through that, and then also using the definer shade and the highlighter. Unfortunately with this product, I can't show you the progress super well because it's one of those twist up products, but you can't twist it back. Like I can't bring it back down. So to like show how much is left in there, it would be stuck like that. So unfortunately, we're just gonna have to go off of this one, you know, as I finish each color on here. The next product that I have is a liquid eyeliner. This is the Schwing Black Liquid Eyeliner from the Balm. I've had this one for a while as well, which is a reason I want to use it up. Unfortunately, again, this is one I can't really show progress on, but I know it's getting to its last leg, which is why I want to just finish it up and get it out of here. Even if, you know, there's still some product in it by the end of the challenge, I think I'm just going to toss it because this is a felt tip, and I personally just prefer brush tip liners. So it's not like super sharp anymore. I use it today, but it's really kind of difficult to get a straight line and a sharp wing. So I'm just going to try and use it up as much as I can, try and get my money's worth out of it, but then, you know, move on to something else. And another product, unfortunately, these ones, you know, just aren't as fun to me because you can't really track the progress on it. This is a mascara. This is a deluxe sample size of the Monsieur Big. But especially with eye products, you know, I think they recommend, you know, no more than 3 months of use with these. So I really just want to try and get as much use out of it as I can and then just toss it probably at the end of the project. This I really like. I think it's awesome. It gives you great volume. I'm wearing it today. I do think that it separates your lashes well as lengthens them. So I think it does, you know, all 3 things that I want a mascara to do. It's just getting to the point where it's a little old. I think I got it as a free sample from Ulta. If I didn't have so many other mascaras in my collection right now to work through, I would probably end up purchasing a full size of this once I'm finished with it. Okay, now these products are the ones that I'm kind of counting as my 2-in-1 because I like to use them together. And they're both just products that I really am kind of tired of looking at in my collection, and I just want to move them out and focus on things that I really like and really enjoy. So the first thing that I have here is the Marc Jacobs Genius Gel Foundation in the shade Bisque Light, or 22. This I got, I believe, at the Sephora holiday sale last year, like the VIB sale. And this must be discontinued because I think the reason that I picked it up then was because it was on clearance. And I saw a Marc Jacobs foundation on clearance. Marc Jacobs is one of my favorite brands, and it was for a great price. It was also with the 20% off, so I was like, I'm getting it. But unfortunately, this just foundation is not my style. It's a super light coverage, which I know a lot of people like, and if that's what you like, maybe you would have liked this, or if you already have this in your collection. But for me, it just doesn't give me the coverage that I want. When I try and use a sponge with it, you know, it really even shears it out more. If I try and use a brush with it, it gets really streaky. The only thing that I do like about it is that it's a little bit more on the hydrating side. And I have combination skin, but in the winter time, you know, it's starting to get colder out now, my skin does get a little bit more dry. So I do like the hydrating factor of it. But now, as I was saying, I like to mix it with another product. This is the Flower Beauty BB cream. But to me, this is, you know, a foundation. I think this has pretty good coverage. I would say medium to full coverage. So I consider this a foundation. But this is also a little bit more mattifying, and I don't necessarily like it on its own. I feel like it can be a little bit too drying because I'm not completely oily. I do have combination skin, like I said before, which is why I really like to mix the two together. Now, both of these packaging, it's very, like, you can't see how far down because of the frosted glass, as well as this, it just kind of sticks to the side. I don't feel like I have a whole lot of progress in either of these, but it's something I really want to focus on using them. I use them today. You can see I'm getting a little bit shiny now. I've had this on all day, work all day today. But I want to focus on just working through them as much as I can, and then maybe also using the time as we go through this project to kind of decide if I want to hang on to these products, or do I just want to go ahead and declutter them and pass them along? Because honestly, with my makeup, I have plenty of other things which I like and I don't have to fuss with. I don't really want to be, you know, having to make things work, like work to make it work for me. So we're just going to see how it goes, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so now I have my 3 gimme products. So the first one I want to talk about here is one of my favorites. This is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. Now this is a deluxe sample size. I believe I got this in one of those Sephora favorites kits for like Christmas or a birthday, something like that. Now I marked it here with this blue line, so you can see there's hardly anything left, but I might try and go back in and scrape whatever is like sticking to the side up here. I really love this primer. It's probably my favorite one that I've ever used, but it's so expensive. I do not want to pay, I think it's $54 for a primer. Like, that's crazy to me. So I think you can just like buy this size on its own. I think it's like $19, which is better, but you only get, how many ounces is this? 0.31 fluid ounces. So it's just so pricey. Maybe like next time the Sephora sale rolls around, I'll pick up the full size finally, but I don't know. So I really do like it. I'm gonna work through finishing it up because there's barely anything left, so I just want to be done with it, make room in my collection, and it's just getting a little bit older, so I feel like we just need to be done with this. And a lot of times in project pans, I feel like you're forcing yourself to use things that you typically don't use or don't want to use, which I'm doing with a few of these products here to just kind of really narrow down what I like and don't like. If I need to declutter and pass it on, I will. But I also want it to be fun for myself and, you know, focus on using products that I do love. So that's why I really wanted to add that primer in. Another product I want to talk about here is unfortunately one that I don't enjoy as much. This is my Essence Glow to Go Illuminating Setting Spray. This one I talked about, I did a almost full face of Essence or drugstore makeup. I'm not sure which one will be going up first, that video or this one. If it is up, I will link it down below. But in that video, you will kind of see my thoughts on this. I don't like the illuminating factor of it because it's not just like glowy, like there is straight up shimmer in this. Like it gets on my hands, it gets on my vanity. It's just like this like pearlescent shimmer everywhere. And then I don't even feel like it makes it like an illuminating effect on my skin. I feel like it almost gives like a powdery effect. So you can see here, here's the line. This is where I'm down to. So I haven't had it for that long. It was under $5. I can't remember exactly how much it was. So I'm not too heartbroken over it. And I went through it pretty fast. I'm just trying to use it up, get it out of my collection, because I did spend the money on it. But this is why I'm counting it as one of those gimme products, because I'm pretty confident. I haven't even had this a month yet, and I've already worked it down to this point. So I'm just going to finish it off, be done with it, and move on. And then the final bonus or gimme product I want to talk about here makes me kind of sad. This is really one of my favorite products. I talked about this in my fall favorites video. This is the Bath & Body Works Salted Caramel Pumpkin Fine Fragrance Mist. So basically like body spray. I've had this for a while. I think I got it last season. You can tell it's very loved. The packaging is like falling apart here. I did mark it down here so we can see. Not very much left. But I'm pretty sure that this is discontinued because I wasn't able to find this particular scent on their website. If you find this, please let me know because I would love to purchase a new one of these. But since it is fall, I know I will get some good use out of it. So I'm just going to work through it, really enjoy it while it lasts. It'll be sad because it's one of my favorites. It has an amazing scent. It just smells like fall to me. So we'll get some use out of that throughout November, and then it'll probably be time for a more Christmassy scent. Okay guys, so that is all of the products that I have for my Finish 9 by New Year's Project Panning Challenge collab. I'm so excited to be doing this alongside of Katiemarie and all of the other ladies. I think it's going to be really awesome to see everyone's progress. I just love watching project panning videos. I feel like they're so satisfying to watch. And I think it's great. I think sometimes we get so caught up in all of the new stuff and you need this and you need this, and then the holidays are coming. I'm sure you'll be getting and giving gifts, especially if you're a makeup junkie like me. You'll probably end up with a bunch of new stuff at the end of this season. So I think it's important to look back at our collection and focus on what we already have and making sure we're working through those products and getting our, our money's worth, our hard-earned money, and making sure that these products aren't just going bad sitting in our drawers. So let me know in the comments down below if you're doing a project pan or if you're joining in on this 9 by New Year's collab, or also let me know if you're doing this on Instagram. I would love to follow you on there and follow along with your progress and see how you're doing as well. I think I'm probably also gonna be doing maybe some progress pictures here and there on my Instagram. We'll kind of see, but I will, again, make sure that I leave the links for the community playlist to everyone's YouTube videos, as well as the hashtag for the project pan on Instagram. So if you like this video and you're excited about project panning, make sure you give this video a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel down below. You don't want to miss out on the update videos on this project. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.